Hey guys, Break here. This is my face. For those of you who do not know, if you haven't seen the stream or the one or two videos I've put out with my face on, I don't usually do these kind of videos, but we've just had all the BlizzCon hype. I'm really excited, kind of sweating out. I got a bit too excited, I think. Things got really cool. I'm really excited. I'm really happy actually with everything that was announced. So we have had the initial trailer, cinematic, and we have had the hour-long Ian Hazzikostas explaining some of the new features. I'm really excited, so let's get into what's coming and what I'm excited about. So World of Warcraft Battle for Azeroth is a pretty cool name. I wasn't too sure about it. Like, whenever I get a new name of an expansion, I'm always just like, how does it sound, because we're going to be talking about it for so long. But it's back to the three-word kind of thing, like we had with Mists of Pandaria, like we had with Warlords of Draenor. Back again, Battle for Azeroth. It's kind of weird. It's a very PvP-focused title. And I suppose there is a few PvP things coming in. They are obviously trying to make PvP great again, as Ian said. The crowd like that. Talking about the crowd, everyone was so hyped. Like, I don't know, if you look at, like, say, the Overwatch heroes, everyone was kind of hyped. But for the WoW thing, there was a lot more hype around it. And it just shows you how powerful World of Warcraft is within the Blizzard community, and how much sort of hype it can stir up, and how many people actually really love this game. So, as a throwback to kind of olden times in WoW, we do have Horde and Alliance starting kind of leveling zones. So, there are 3 zones for the Alliance and 3 zones for the Horde, and it both looks pretty cool. Horde is Zandalar, so it's very troll-based. They showed loads of dinosaurs in the cinematic. They have these weird, like, fox people. They have loads of cool stuff. And for the Alliance, it's all kind of pirates, kind of ghosts, a bit like Stormheim was. That kind of vibe, basically. I'm really excited about that as well. And then once you hit max level, which is 120, unsurprisingly, I don't know when they're going to kind of squish the levels, because it is getting a bit silly. But for now, I'm fine with them just leveling up to 120. Doesn't bother me. Then they unlock all the zones, so we will kind of have 2 main areas in the sea, the Zandalari Islands and the Kulturas Islands. And you're going to be able to access both of those. We're going to have emissaries, world quests, all that good stuff is coming back. And this is one of the things I'm kind of really excited about. The fact that we have so many new features in Legion, such as the Mythic Plus, which is coming back, by the way, obviously. Such as the world quests, such as the leveling, scaling. All these new things that they're literally just putting into the next expansion, but then they're hitting us with a load of more content. So, I don't know, it's kind of crazy that we're having all this content in one expansion, and in a couple of expansions time they're just going to keeping the same content and just pile on more and more, and we'll probably have too much by then, but I suppose we can't complain about that. But yeah, I'm really pleased they're keeping Mythic Plus. I'm really pleased they're keeping the leveling, scaling, and talking of leveling, scaling, they're also putting it out into the old world. Now, it's not going to be as extreme as you think. You can't level from 80 to 85 in Westfall, as Ian was saying, or whoever it was saying, but you can level 1 to 60 in any of the 1 to 60 zones, and then you can level from 60 to 80 all in one zone, so all in Outland or all in Northrend, which is really cool, because if you think about it, we've been out-leveling the story way too quick. Nowadays, with all the heirlooms and everything, you go into Outland, you just do one zone, or I don't even do any zones, I just do the dungeons, to be honest. But with this new thing, we can level 60 to 80 in one of the areas, so in Outland or in Northrend, and the same thing from 80 to 90, either in Cataclysm or Pandaria. So it does let you play through the campaign, especially if you're a newish player. It will get you to kind of understand the story, and, you know, if you level one character through Cataclysm zones, the next character you can level through Pandaria zones. It's a really great way, I think, to just let you concentrate on the story of WoW, which is pretty good, instead of the, you know, just getting through as quickly as possible and then not bothering with the story because you've out-leveled it. Lots of people were complaining, saying, oh, this applies to dungeons as well. As you can see here, does that mean the transmog is dead? Well, no, because it only applies 1 to 60 through Old World. So, you know, it's not going to kill off. It's still going to be level 60 when you go in at level 110, at level 120. So you're still going to one-shot everything. It's not killing transmog at all, guys. You've got to look into these things before shouting about that kind of thing. Don't worry, we're safe. Nothing's killing transmog. Nothing's killing Old World scaling. At least unless you're like level 60 and you farm stuff and then suddenly you're not 60 levels above, but it's all the same level. But I don't know why you'd be level 60 unless you're playing on the vanilla servers, but we're going to talk about that in another video. So once you hit max level, what is there to do? Well, the new artifact system is this Heart of Azeroth thing, and they have not explained this very well. They're going to explain it more in a few hours with the systems overview, so I look forward to that. But it seems to be kind of like an artifact trait system. So you get this Azerite, you get it from loads of places, just like artifact power, and you can use it to level up your amulet, and then this seems to be able to empower certain armor pieces. So they say there's like 3 armor pieces. It'll probably be like a helm, a shoulder, and a chest, or I don't know, something like that you can empower. So I actually talked about this in one of my videos a while back. Do you guys remember? I talked about artifact power for gear. Was laughed at by a few people, but look at this, guys. Definitely not feeling smug, not at all. But to be fair, we actually don't know what this is. It could be something not that serious, but it does seem to be. You get this amulet, you pile a load of Azerite into it, and then you can use that to upgrade gear when you get it, certain pieces of gear. I wanted this to replace Titan Forging. They didn't say that, so unfortunately it's probably not going to. But it does give you some sort of control, and apparently it lets you like unlock traits for your gear, like sort of like a talent tree, or like a mix between a talent tree and say the Netherlight Crucible. Again, they haven't explained it very well. We will discuss that in a future video. Next up, Island Expeditions. Scenarios, guys. Scenarios are back. These do sound quite cool. They seem to have mixed together the Mythic Plus system, where you have random affixes, different things happening, and they appear to added that to the scenario system. So you go into these different islands and you have to battle different things, either do quests for people, they said, or battle different monsters, all that kind of thing. Again, they really didn't explain this in much detail, but one cool thing they mentioned was advanced AI opponents. So not just your average mob that will do whatever to you, just hit you, RuneScape style, but they seem to suggest this is going to kind of adapt to what you're doing to it, a bit like a person, or at least a bit more like a boss rather than just a normal ad with not many abilities. So I don't know, these advanced AI opponents, we'll see what they're like, but it is quite exciting they're trying to do this, because they could add it into different parts of the game. You know, imagine questing up and actually having difficult things to fight. That would be really, really cool. So I am excited about that. They also talked about this PvP mode. Again, I don't really understand what that is. You kind of race against other players. Maybe you fight them in the scenario. Again, I really didn't like the scenarios from Mr. Pandaria. These do sound a lot better, but obviously we really don't know, so we'll have to wait and see. Talking of PvP, they do have new arenas and a new battleground. Now, there hasn't been a new battleground for like 5-6 years. So I'm really excited. It sounds like it's kind of like an Arathai Basin, but the kind of spawn points can spawn in different places, so you've got to kind of run over there. Sounds interesting. Again, I'd like to give it a go and see. It takes place in Silithus. For those of you who follow your lore, you'll know why that is. And again, it's really exciting, and it says it's coming early, 7.35. Now, this is really cool. It also says the zone leveling is coming in 7.35, so all this stuff they're giving to us early. Does this mean the expansion is going to be coming out earlier or be coming out later? Do they think, oh, the expansion's coming out in ages, let's give them this? Or does it mean, hey, we've got loads of stuff ready, let's give them some stuff early? I really don't know what it means, but again, we'll have to wait and see about that. More PvP is the World PvP. And yeah, apparently they're basically removing PvE and PvP servers, and you can now opt into it. So you just toggle yourself on for PvP or PvE, and if you toggle yourself on, you're able to be killed by people, but at the same time you can kill other people and get better rewards. I think they're trying to incentivize world PvP. I mean, this whole expansion is kind of based around battling the opponents, so kind of exciting, kind of intriguing to see how that turns out. A lot of people are going to be going crazy about this because a lot of people hate world PvP, believe it or not, especially some of you gold farmers getting killed by people when you're just trying to farm up some stuff, or you know, them coming and killing your bank ult in the auction house is never ideal. But I mean, it's good because it means you can just turn it off if you're not into that, and if you want to get extra rewards for doing it, you can turn it on. So I'm really pleased about that. Again, I think we have to see in more detail how that's going to work, but I agree the PvP versus PvE server was a bit annoying, especially with all this server merging and with all this sort of cross-realm sharding, so I think they're making the right choice there. So we're leaving my most exciting thing till last, but next up we will be talking about Warfronts. Now this is something I really don't understand much. Again, they did not explain it, but it seems to be kind of like, you know, in the Broken Shore where you each contribute and you can get a certain, you can get the Mage Tower or one of those things. This seems to be like a kind of sort of battleground or mini raid, like a kind of LFR kind of thing. But you contribute, you know, like how the Broken Shore scenario kind of worked. I believe it's going to be something like that. And you work together to get troops, research, get buildings, all this kind of stuff. Maybe like siege weapons and fight an enemy sort of faction, but not PvP. I thought this would be really cool as like a PvP thing, but it's not. It's like against NPC armies, RTS style. I'm not really hyped about this because I thought it would be cool as a PvP thing, and I presume it's just going to be like an LFR kind of thing you just queue up for. If they made it quite difficult and made it like a kind of flex raiding kind of thing, then that would be cool. But I presume it's going to be like an LFR thing, which they just make you queue in because it probably has OP rewards, and I don't know, it's something that could be amazing if they get it right. You know, they could make it actually difficult and you'd have to actually form like a group to do it, and you'd unlock cool cosmetic stuff. That would be really cool. But they could just make it like, do you remember how annoying the Broken Shore was after you did it the first time? Queuing up with random people and just doing really easy content because you had to do it. I've just got a bad feeling it's going to turn out like that. But again, they are trying something new, and that's awesome. I love it in WoW when they try something new, because when it pays off, we'll see it again and again, and it's reiterated upon, and it's great. Talking about reiterating on things in new expansions, there has not been any news of a garrison, of an order hall, of anything like that. Okay, so I'm not saying it's not happening, but I think it's gone. Guys, I'll be honest, unless someone can show me where they've said this, I cannot see it. I watched all of the stuff on the virtual ticket. I did not see this anywhere, and they did not mention it once. I think it's gone. And if it's gone, I'm really pleased. I mean, come on guys, it was alright for getting a bit of gold, but it wasn't exciting. And you know, it inflated the economy. You know, the economy's got massively inflated since Warlords, so I don't know, I'm really excited that they've got rid of that, if they have. I've said really excited loads of times this video, but I mean, it is because I'm excited, guys, believe it or not. This is like Christmas for me, without the nice food. But I actually got some nice food in, so even better. And before the big thing I'm excited about, we do have 10 dungeons, which is great. A lot of dungeons, Mythic Keystone updates, all the stuff we thought. New raid, Old Deer, 8 bosses. Oh yeah, and a new Ashara raid with like sea monsters, I think, so that's awesome as well. The new raids sound awesome. I mean, Zandalari kind of raid, Titan raid, Water raid, all this stuff just sounds awesome. They always get raids right, let's be honest. So, really can't complain about that. But, Subraces, guys. They're calling them allied races. They're Subraces, let's be honest. Now, as some of you may have heard before, this was data mined. They had the Void Elves, Lightforged Draenei, Dark Iron Dwarves, and the Nightborn, High Mountain Tauren, and Zandalari Trolls. Now, there are quest chains that you have to do to unlock these, but basically you begin at level 20 and you have to... This says to 110, I thought it was to 120. Anyway, basically you have to level this new race, whatever, all the way to the to max, which is kind of annoying. But I mean, you know, you're unlocking a new race, and I kind of think it's awesome that they are letting you unlock this rather than just giving it to you. It means you're going to actually have to work for it. Not everyone's going to get it, and it's going to be a cool cosmetic thing. All cosmetic stuff's good, guys. There's never a cosmetic thing which is bad. Let's be honest. It doesn't affect the gameplay in a negative way. It's only positive for those who can be bothered. And these are going to basically be new races. I mean, all right, they look pretty similar to races already there, but they have new racials. They have, I think, kind of new zones. Or not really new zones, but they do have new quest lines. So I presume a kind of starting zone will be different. And it just gives you more cosmetic options. You know, if you're a completionist, you want to go and level up all these guys, unlock them all, and yeah, you've got new races to play. Subraces, they're basically new races, as I'm saying. You can also get this heritage armor stuff, which I didn't really understand, but it's basically just something to show off you've unlocked that race, so you can get cool like Zandalari gear for any class, which is cool. I'm really excited about this because, again, it points to the future of the game. What are they going to do? Well, they don't have to add all these crazy new races and get things a bit ridiculous. They can now let you unlock these cool races, which it doesn't take long. You know, they can bring these into patches because it's not like a huge thing they'd bring into an expansion. They can easily bring a couple of these in a patch. And again, more content, more customization. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm really, really happy. So that's it, guys. Just looking through the zones, they look awesome. Loads of cool new NPCs. A lot of them look quite well done. Like, they have names for everything. They were able to show off all the zones and a lot of the dungeons. So does that mean, again, they're more ready than perhaps we may think? This desert zone with the fox people looks really cool. Frog mounts. Guys, they have frog mounts, which is kind of awesome. They've got this weird like slug boss thing in the raid. Yeah, I'm really excited. I cannot wait to see how this all plays out. I really hope there's a beta soon and I can get in and do some videos for you guys. Believe it or not, I'm not just about the gold making. I'm actually a bit of a completionist. I like doing all the achievements, collecting all the mounts, all that kind of stuff. And the general gameplay I love as well, because I've been playing this game since vanilla. Again, vanilla hype. And I'm really excited to see what the new expansion is about. But that is it, guys. Sorry for my horrible sweaty face. I'm just a bit excited, so please forgive me. And let me know what you think about all this stuff. I'm so excited. I think it's awesome. The cinematic was so cool. If you haven't seen it, please check out the cinematic. It was the best one they've ever done, in my opinion, but they always do the best one they've ever done because it just gets better and better and better. Movie quality cinematics, aren't they? So they're always going to be good. I cannot wait to see how this all goes. I can't wait for the systems panel later, when hopefully they'll explain a load of things in a bit more detail. And yeah, until next time, guys, see ya.